I'm really trying here.
You're doing.
Thank you.
Let's be real.
Thank you.
Let's be real. Let's be the real her.
I knew that was going to happen. What up, besties? Welcome to The Real Her, the unfiltered podcast for ambitious, funny women who want it all. Real relationships, real success, and a real life they actually love. I'm your host, Christina Fusco, real estate investor, entrepreneur, and your new hype woman in life, love, and business. Each week, we're flipping the script on traditional business podcasts and focusing on the women behind the business. We're here to laugh, we're here to cry, and most importantly, we're here to dominate together. So go ahead, pour that favorite beverage, let your hair down, and let's get ready to unlock the real her. Cheers.
Cheers.
To having you back in town and on the pod.
So excited to be on the pod and back in town.
I know.
It's been way too long. It's been 6 whole months. Way too long.
Way too long.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like I've been calling you like every second of every day because I'm just like, welcome back. I missed you. What are you doing? Do you want to hang out?
Well, I loved your text when I was like walking over and you were like, what a sentence.
Like literally like music to my ears. Like I'm walking over. I was like, okay, I feel like I never address the camera when I'm with somebody else, but I feel like I have to open us here.
I like it.
So welcome back, besties, to another episode of the Real Her podcast. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different, but we will always be doing this as part of our format. But I also have a guest with me today who's going to get her own official episode later down the road. But honestly, my girl Dal is back in town, and I was like, I just kind of want to do this episode with someone else. I think it'd be fun to get multiple perspectives. It's the first Bestie Hotline episode. So before I dive into it, I just want to give a quick little preface as to what this is. So the Bestie Hotline is literally a number. You can call it, you can text it. It's an anonymous line. And the whole goal of the Bestie Hotline episodes is going to be you tell me what the content is, okay? I want to hear the funny stories. I want to know the tea. I want to hear the hot goss. I'm in the studio all the time, working 24/7, so I need to live through you. Just kidding. But seriously, the whole goal of this, honestly, is it's my way to give back to the audience. Anyone who's willing to sit here and listen and be a part of this journey with me deserves their own voice too. So it was important to me to incorporate this element where, again, I could laugh with you, I could cry with you. I mean, Dallas is a receiver of all of my fake life coaching certifications that I don't actually have, but like to pretend I do. I knew helping someone every day, resonating with people was absolutely a calling for me. And so I hope this can be a space where you as the listener feel free to or feel safe to chime in, to give me some content, to again come to me with advice and anything you need. And I just want to give back. So that's really what this episode is. We're gonna have fun as well while we do it because that's what we hear. I feel like I'm always drinking wine in these episodes.
I mean, how can you not? It's pink. It just goes.
It goes, right. Like the rosé actually just really matches the aesthetic. So anyways, cheers to the official opening of the Bestie Hotline.
Cheers.
Cheers to you guys who submitted. I can't believe that anyone actually submitted. I mean, I can, but I was nervous no one would submit because they're probably like, what is this? This is a little sketchy. Am I going to be watched? No, I don't care who you are. I mean, of course I care who you are if you want me to care who you are and know who you are, but I really just want to give that platform. So I want to introduce my BFF, Dallas Green. So happy to have you in the studio. And let's get the Bestie Hotline.
Let's do
going.
Let's do it. Ring, ring. Like, oh my God. Just bring it on through.
Let's
help some folks.
Let's help some folks. Okay, I am gonna like change up the seating a little bit because I'm like I gotta
let's get into business.
Gotta get
mode
into
here.
business.
Okay.
I gotta get into business mode here. I do need a little
We're saving
sip
lives.
before we dive. Okay, so all of these were texts. We did not have anyone leave a voicemail. Otherwise, I would play the voicemail for you
Next time.
But our first submission is from one of our besties who says, "I am 27. And lately, I feel like everyone around me has their life together except me. My friends are starting to get married, buy houses, climbing the corporate ladder, and I feel like I'm just kind of wandering. I know I want something bigger for my life, but I don't fully know what that is yet. Did you ever feel like you were behind in your 20s? And how did you deal with that pressure of everyone else seeming like they have it figured out while you're still trying to find your path?"
What an incredible
First off,
way to start.
So beautifully well worded. Whoever this is, you're already eloquent. So there's one skill set that
Seriously
you have. Let's dive into it. But like this, I mean, this is absolutely in my roadmap of episodes to talk about because I just turned 29. I'm ending a decade. I'm rolling into the 30s. And I think, and you're in the 30s. And it's like, 30s. There's so much that we think life is going to look like and we expect that life should look like by these certain milestones. So you being 27, like, yeah, you're approaching your late 20s. And again, all of these mile marker things are starting to happen to your friends. So let's address that. Dallas, did you ever feel like you were behind in your 20s?
Never.
Liar.
Of course. And like, as you said, I'm in the 30s, 36 to be exact. Proud of it, sort of, most days. And I still feel like, am I on the right path even now? And I feel like, throughout, the 20s and early 30s and like personal growth and whatever, therapy sessions, and even some Instagram people that I followed who have like nuggets of wisdom. It's always good, I feel like, to get that reminder that there really isn't any specific path that we're supposed to be on. We're just living our life. And to put the pressure on yourself that you're supposed to do something is just like, no, you're not supposed to do anything except have fun and love yourself and like be kind to people and see where it goes.
Literally.
And I think that's what's so beautiful about it.
100%. So, did you ever feel like you were behind in your 20s? I can't think of someone who probably hasn't felt that way. Even the successful people that I have met who have seen wild success in their 20s, maybe they don't feel behind, but they honestly probably feel a little bit too ahead. Yeah. And they're sitting there wondering, well, I have a very long time left in my life, God willing, to go that like, did I miss steps? Right? Yeah. I've had friends who have had wild success and then have looked back and been like, but I didn't live my 20s like someone in their 20s. I lived it like someone in their 40s. And so, again, to your point, it's like there really is no right path. So you're never behind. You're always where you need to be at that time. Yeah. And I want to note, that's amazing. Friends climbing the corporate ladder, friends getting married, buying houses. Those are all beautiful milestones. They're not the only milestone. Yeah. Like they're not the only things that should be celebrated, right? At that time. Why are you smiling? Like
because I'm just watching, like letting her cook. She's just working it. Like life coaching never ends. It just keeps going.
You cannot turn it off.
I literally like lost my train of thought. When I was saying the response that I had, I was like, oh my God, I don't even remember what I was going to say, but I got to see it through. And then you're just doing it so effortlessly.
That's so funny.
Oh God, I'm new to this, but I'm new to the life coaching. I hope I have something.
No, you've already given valuable perspective. I just could like see you going somewhere else. I'm like, where is this smile? Where is she going? She leaving.
Didn't even know.
She's leaving the studio.
She left. She's in space.
Oh, everyone feels behind in their 20s. To wrap up whatever long rant I was about to go on, like everyone feels behind in their 20s. The big milestones that your friends are celebrating are not the only milestones, right? Again, getting a promotion at a job is a milestone. Getting a dog or a cat or a pet, taking care of someone else but yourself is a milestone. Leaving a job that you hate is a milestone, right? Yeah. Getting out of a relationship that wasn't serving you. Like any of that stuff is also to be celebrated.
Also, I guess I just want to add, pressing forward when you are having these concerns. You wake up every day, like you said to me the other day, I was stressed about coming back here and having to start over again and not having a job, et cetera, et cetera. And you were like, you know what? You got on that plane, you got here, and that is something to celebrate. Yes. And so basically waking up every day and being like, I'm just going to keep on trucking and like, have faith that things will fall into place and that someday it's going to feel better than maybe it does today. And even if you do that, that is a win. That is a milestone. That is a win because, life is tough. Yeah. So we got to just keep going because things do fall into place.
Always. They will always work out the way that they're supposed to, even if it's not what you imagined it to be like and how it was supposed to work out in your mind. To answer the second part of this question, how did you deal with that pressure of everyone else seeming like they have it figured out while you're still trying to find your path? Any thoughts on that? How do you deal with that pressure?
I tend to talk to friends and ask just exactly like this person wrote into this. Great job, because that is like a wonderful thing to do. Yeah. Talking to people, talking to peers, asking, hey, have you experienced this? And usually when you do that, when you are vulnerable and, asking for help, that is when I think a lot of answers can come. And yeah, that's a really hard thing to do sometimes, but that I think is the most important thing. It's just reaching out to your people and then checking in with them and asking them. And that helped me a lot, That and also therapy is also a very huge resource. There's a lot of different books out there that help with those kinds of thoughts too, or just having that reminder of even the people that you see on the outside and you're like, that person seems to have it figured out. You don't even know what's going on with that person,
That's exactly what I was going to say. You used a really key word here. Seeming. Seeming like they have it figured out.
Right.
Seeming is a really assuming word.
Yeah.
People are getting married and divorced, right? People are getting married too young or just wrong, right? Because they think they need to do these certain things by a certain time, and then it catches up to them years later.
Exactly.
So even if they seem like it's together, and I'm not saying everyone who gets married is not happy, right? But it's just again, we put so much pressure on these certain milestones to be the right thing and the thing that defines us, and it's you really just got to do you. I feel like when I was 27, that's when the shoulds of life started to kick in for me. Should I progress this relationship? Should I be wanting to get married? Should I be wanting to not rent anymore and have a house?
Right.
But you know what helped me? Was realizing those were someone else's expectations for me. I don't want to own a house right now. I'm traveling so much, right? That didn't make sense for me. What do I need a house for?
Yeah.
I need a beautiful roof over my head. I need a safe space. I don't need a house. I don't need marriage, right? You know what I mean? All these shoulds in life start to catch up to you, but it's does that actually align to you? So I would advise you that there's no pressure. There's no pressure. It's literally your life. And so sit with that. Am I doing or having these thoughts of these things I want because I should want them?
Right.
Or because I truly want them?
Exactly.
Do I actually want to have a boyfriend, or do I need to have one because I'm a certain age?
Right.
Right. Again, do I want the house, or am I okay in my apartment or wherever? Right. So I guess that'd be my advice.
Yeah.
Is sit down with yourself and get clear about what you actually want. And if it is those things you want, well, then let's work on a path to go get them. But
manifest that shit.
Manifest that shit. But if it's not what you want, don't stress on it. Go let your friend have a house. Go let your friend be married. That's amazing. Yeah. That's just not your journey. So why worry about it?
There's a phrase that actually it just popped into my head. This is something that has been very helpful to me too.
Yes.
Whatever is meant for me will find me. And so whenever I felt like maybe I'm not on the right path, or am I where I'm supposed to be? I don't know what it is about the power of that phrase, but it just always makes me feel no, you know what? I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. And whatever's meant for me will find me.
Whatever's meant,
you know what I mean?
Will find you.
The universe is working in my favor. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's another one is everything is happening for me instead of everything's happening to me.
Correct.
Yeah, everything's happening for me.
That is one of my biggest mindset shifts, word reframings that I do is for me, not to me. For me, not to me. Right? If something bad is happening for me, not to me. Mm-hmm. And we talk about that I talked about that in my very first episode. No one's coming to save you, right? Yeah. So everything, again, at the end of the day is whatever's happening, it is for you, not to you.
Such gospel.
I'm so glad that you brought that one up.
It's a good one.
Whoever you are, you're 27. You're such a baby in the grand scheme of life. Just have fun.
Yeah.
If you're waking up to your point every day and you're feeling good about yourself, even if it's different from what other people are experiencing, if you feel good about it, that's literally all that should matter in this moment. Like I said, spend some time with yourself, inventory what's a should versus what you actually want, and then move forward from there. Mm-hmm. Move forward with that clarity that you are on the right path and everything is happening for you.
I'd also just like to throw in there too, just don't get married. Not that young.
Girl, that's a whole nother episode.
I mean, that is another episode for sure.
Just do what you want to do. There is no pressure. You're the one putting pressure on yourself. There is no timeline. There is no path. There is no behind.
Yeah.
It is whatever is for you is for you.
So good.
Write in. Follow us. Let us know if you did that exercise.
Yeah.
Please. Also, yeah, I want to say that too. DM me at any point in time if you were I want to let you know who I was or whatever. I would love to hear from you. Or You didn't submit to the hotline, but you want to ask a question, DM me anyways. Be in my DMs.
Do it right
I love
now.
it.
You're watching this episode. Do it right now.
DM me your question right now. It doesn't have
At
to
the
be
Real Her
featured.
Pod.
At the Real Her Pod. Doesn't have to be featured. All right, let's move on because we got a couple other more to tackle. Actually, I love this question because you and I both live far away from where we grew up.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
The question says, I'm considering moving. I'm leaning more towards yes, I am moving versus not. When did you know it was time to leave home and move across the country? How did you come to that decision, and how did you break the news to your family? Do you have any regrets?
Wow. Great question.
Ooh, good question. And good people to ask, actually.
Great people to ask because we've lived it.
We have experience. We are currently living it, sitting thousands of miles away from our friends and family.
That's so true.
When did you know it was time to leave?
Well, so I left twice. So the first time I won't really get into because that was a very different situation. That was kind of like a spur of the moment thing. I had just graduated college and then I was like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And I wanted to work in entertainment, so it just kind of made sense to come to LA. I was between LA and New York City. I'm from upstate New York, and LA, I just figured, like the sun and the sand and whatever, and it's the entertainment capital. So it worked out sort of for the time. But anyway, it didn't really work out because then I'll rephrase that. Didn't work out because I had to move back home and then wanted to move back to LA the second time. And when that happened, the time that I knew, okay, I need to just get my butt back there. I was working in real estate actually and was doing really well. I had a very successful first full year of selling real estate. I sold an average of like $2 million in real estate, which, the average sales price was like $175,000. So it's pretty good, like 10 transactions, which is pretty good.
That's really good.
That's pretty damn good.
That's pretty damn
good.
Hey, wait a minute. Clap for Dallas, everybody. That really
Thank
is.
you.
That's really good.
Thank
Real
you.
estate is freaking hard. Your
It
first
is.
year, 10 transactions.
But so, I was doing pretty good. I was on a great team. Still keep in touch with my team leader from then. But what really made me realize, okay, this is not working for me anymore was, I just had incessant thoughts of like, California, wanting to come back here. I already had like a little blip of a time here when I was 21, and it was hard, but I loved it. It just made me feel alive. And for me, I really love a city kind of place. I love the ocean. Having a little bit of everything here is just incredible. So the place itself that I wanted to move to was such a huge motivator. But then in terms of my internal questions and answers, it was more like, what does my life look like if I stay here? And I knew the answer to that immediately. And it wasn't really what I wanted. I was thinking, well, if I do find someone, I wasn't really successful in relationships back home, but I was thinking if I do meet someone here anyway, then like what that means that I'm just like settling down here and I'm here for the rest of my life. And like, there really isn't an opportunity for the type of work that I want to do here. And so it really just came down to like, truly, what do I want for my life going forward, and where can I find that? Yeah. And sadly, somewhat, the answer, it's a bittersweet kind of answer, is that it wasn't at home. It wasn't in New York. So that's what ended up kind of being the catalyst for me, was having that realization. And then, basically talking to my family about it, I was just like, so like, this is happening.
Yeah,
like, love you so much, but I'm gonna do it. And
absolutely. I think, I think the same thing of just like, you just know. Like, I feel like you even writing this, like, I feel like you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Didn't they say like, I'm leaning yes versus no?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, you already
know.
Let us be your validation, but you already know, sweetie.
You're doing it.
Like, you're doing it. But I think for me, it was more just like, it's kind of that same thing where I don't know why. I feel like some people just really never feel this, and that's cool. And sometimes I like envy this feeling of like, why am I not just like content? But I knew in my soul, I was like, there's just something about needing to go to this new place, like trying something different. I hated the weather. I really did. Like, I appreciated it as a kid, but as I, was a functioning adult, having to drive to work in snowstorms and all this stuff, I was like, this just, I don't know. It just didn't feel, I was just like, maybe this isn't it. Maybe it is. But there was something weird. I was just like, wherever I go, whatever I do, I have to go somewhere. I knew I had to go somewhere in order to be like, if I'm going to live here for the rest of my life, I just want to be confident in that. Like, I don't know. There was just something in my brain that was like, I want to go try something different. So if I do come back here and I live here, I know fully in my heart is because I want to be here. And I think that for me was just the bigger motivator where I was like, maybe there's just something out there for me and I don't know what or why or how. And then the opportunity just came up. And so really breaking the news was horrible to my family because it was so soon that it was happening. It wasn't like a, hey, they knew I wanted to do it, but it was more of like, hey, I just got this offer and I have to be there in 2 weeks and my car has to be packed. And I know it's the holidays, but like, let's pack me up. And that was devastating for my family. And like so many other reasons why it was also really hard and like devastating to break the news to my family. But I don't have any regrets. I don't have any regrets personally. Do you have any regrets?
I don't have any regrets. I think another important thing to mention too is that, because this is a helpful thing for me to remember, that you can always go back home.
Always.
And there's always a way. It might seem like it's impossible because of money or, distance or whatever, but really there's always a way, I feel like, where, you can make it back home if you absolutely need to make it back home.
Yeah. And I also think it comes down to like pride. I think so many people feel like I can't move home because if I move home, it means this place didn't work out. Or
I went through that.
This dream I had didn't work out. I was going to say, I'm sure you went through that. I know I have felt that for a while where I was like, even if I wanted to move, like on the times I was homesick, I was like, I can't because people are going to think I'm a failure. And it's like, that is such a false narrative. Again, I think moving away has made me appreciate where I grew up and how I see it in like these beautiful rose lenses because I'm like, oh, this place is magical. It's wonderful. And I appreciate it personally so much more because I was able to step away. Maybe it's still not where I want to be full time ever. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it's just like, it makes you appreciate it. So go try something else because again, you can always come back home.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful feeling.
And you don't want to live with what ifs too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't want to live with what ifs.
Right. We just talked about like the shoulds of life. There's also the what ifs. I'd rather be like, remember the time I packed up my life and that was crazy and I lived in this other place?
Yeah.
And what changed? I'm right back where I was before and I'm even more happy about it. I'm even more secure that I want to be there. Like, what a great gift to go on. So let yourself go on it. If you have that itch, like, just do it. You really won't have regrets. I think the only thing you would regret is if you didn't go. And if you don't want to ever move, that's amazing. Like I said, I'm almost envious of those people.
Yeah.
Who are just like, no, I love it here. I love my family. I love my friends. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But if you have that inkling, you gotta lean into it.
I so agree. Life's short.
Life is short.
You gotta just go for it.
Let us know where you move.
Yes.
Let me know if it's California.
We'll visit.
We'll come hang out.
We're coming out.
We'll be the trauma bonds of not having friends and family.
Well, you moved too? Oh my gosh, you
You're
crying
here.
yourself to sleep every night?
It is so
Okay,
funny
fair.
that all of our friends are like transplants. Like I do have some friends that are like LA natives, but because the transplants find each other. I think we all really do just have this like aura that's very like cling to me.
First time I moved here, I randomly met this guy that I became really good friends with. Shout out to Trey. And I had no idea. I met him here. It was outside of San Diego. And then I found out he was from Buffalo, New York, which is like right next to Rochester.
I'm telling you.
And we became such good friends. I was like, how did we knew. I don't know. It was very random.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There's just the aura.
There is the aura.
Go, move, go, move. I'm such a proponent of moving. If you can. And even if it's like, also you don't have to move across country. I also just want to actually wrap up on that note. Like, even if you move, like you live in upstate New York, like even if you moved to New York City, right?
That would be a significant move.
Huge, significant move. And it's not crossing state borders. It's not getting on a plane.
Yeah.
Do you have to get on a plane?
You could, but it's either like a 45-minute to an hour plane ride or about 5-6 hour drive.
Wow. That's crazy that you're the same distance as me driving from Boston.
Weird.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's like a 4 or 5 hour drive or an hour flight.
Weird.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess we're in California, which is an even bigger state, but I just never had that perspective that you and I were both the same from New York City. So yeah, that's a significant move. So again, it's like, it could be moving from the suburbs into a city. It could be wherever, right? It's just like, move.
Just do it.
Fresh scenery, fresh people, get perspective. Oh my God, whole episodes
You're gonna
could
learn
be
so
spent
much.
on that. You're going to learn so much.
And it's essential.
And you can always find your way back home. Little Hannah Montana, who's excited about
that's
Hannah Montana coming out.
Oh my God, what?
It was in the
Tell
Hannah
me about
Montana
that
movie.
later.
She's like, you can always find your way back home.
Really?
You don't know that?
Okay, I never watched Hannah Montana.
She finds... Oh.
But this is funny because
right.
There was one...
This is when the age gap hits a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I was, I was a little bit older, but... But I've still seen... I saw the movie. Okay.
It's when she
But
goes home.
is she singing that song?
It's like at the concert or something. She does like at the end of the movie.
Really?
We're gonna listen to it after
Okay,
this.
because I was like, what? Because I randomly, sometimes I like to come up with like little jingles that are like what I'm doing in the moment. And there was one time my dad and I were like biking. We did this long bike trip or whatever. It was like, well, 45 minutes. It wasn't like a trip. But then on the way back, I was like, it's always faster going home. And then it's kind of like, feels like a Folgers kind of commercial
really
or something.
does.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, that just reminded me of, I was like, oh my God, did I like steal that from Hannah Montana in a way that I didn't even notice? Or did she steal it from me?
She probably stole it from you, but I think
Miley
that's an
Cyrus,
original.
no.
And Folgers Coffee, if anyone connected is listening.
It's
She's
gotta
an
be.
actual good singer. I'm a horrible singer. So next time I'm not going to do that again. You can have the mic for that. I'll just have the mic for yapping. I'm decent at that.
Just freaking take it off the thing. And,
Should you
go
just sing
for
a
it.
song for us? No, I'm kidding. We'll save that. We'll save that for your episode.
We'll save it. Yeah, we'll save it
we'll
because
do a
you
little
also
acoustic session.
you do have my guitar here still. So I was going to ask you about that.
I
Yeah.
could put you on the spot. No, I won't.
Well.
I won't.
Give me one more of these and I'll do whatever you want. Turn off the camera.
Hello? It's like half a glass. Like, what's going on here? You've been away for too long.
I really have. I think because of the show we're watching. I don't know. My mind's in a specific place.
We're watching Heated Rivalry for the record, which I know my friends in here are watching Heated Rivalry. That show just does something to you.
Apparently. My goodness. Anyway, next question.
Oh my God, we're only like 2 episodes in. I can't wait for it to pick up.
Jeez.
Okay, we're centered. We're focused.
We're focused.
Our last submission of the day. So we're going to give you our all, bestie, okay? And this is a more business question, or in relation to business, but more of a mindset question. They wrote, so business, ... I love that. How do I overcome my self-doubt and find more confidence without any wins in the business so far?
Wow. Okay.
So this person is in a business, maybe just started business, and they're clearly having a lot of self-doubt and confidence because they haven't had the wins, which we can explore a little bit more into, but they felt like they haven't had the wins.
I feel like you should answer this one first.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like you've been kind of in that entrepreneurial sort of like mindset for a while with many different ventures kind of happening at the same time.
But girl, but you too. Your music and all your business, those are all entrepreneurial ventures.
That's true.
Know? But I will take it. I'm happy to take it. Okay. How do I overcome self-doubt and find more confidence without any wins in the business so far? Well, my first question to you would be, what are you measuring as wins? Because I'm concerned about that part first. Because again, are you measuring the small wins of, I took this one step today. I don't know what the industry is. I actually do know who this person is, but I'm going to talk right to you because I do know who you are. Are you measuring the small wins? Like, again, I talked to this person to put on my power team. I analyzed this deal, right? Are you tracking the things like, hey, I didn't feel like freaking showing up today and I did it anyways? Because our brain is always going to resort to fear. It's always going to resort to doubt. It's always going to resort to I'm not doing enough versus look how far I've come. And so I want to challenge you to map out what wins means to you, to see the wins that you've celebrated yourself for, or the ones that you're missing. Because you're probably and definitely missing a lot. Because you're so consumed in your self-doubt. You're so consumed in all the reasons this won't go right and why this won't work versus the reasons it will work. So I don't see any issues with the business per se. I think I see issues with the mindset, right? And again, how we're measuring success, how we're measuring our wins. Who are we leaning on when we're not having those wins, right? And again, like, you need to continually be retraining your brain to be recognizing the good, to be recognizing, again, the how far I've come and how I've showed up for myself. Now, of course, we all want the tangible wins. Absolutely. But to me, it seems like if we're not at those tangible wins, it's because something in our mind, and maybe that sounds stupid to say, maybe that sounds corny, but I believe if our mind is not right, we can be taking all the right actions, we can be taking all the right steps, but that doesn't ever deplete when you're like struggling inside.
100%.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So well said. Oh my God. It's like you scripted this. It's crazy. And I know she didn't.
I was going to say, I'm like, I didn't, but
I feel like I'm at a TED Talk or something. It's insane. I'm loving it. But no, you made such great points. And yeah, I think one of the things that you said stood out to me. It was something, who's in your corner? Who are you surrounding yourself with? Because I think that is such an important thing. There's been times in my life where I've been starting out on something new. Actually, the first time I moved here, kind of got a little wrapped into a dark cloud in a way with who I was surrounding myself with and what kind of life I was living. And it took a little bit of time to kind of realize, okay, wait, is this actually working for me or against me? And in that situation, it was definitely against, because it was just a lot of kind of negative stuff, negative people, negative behaviors that I was doing, like a little too much going out to drink and whatever. And those little things can really add up and then absolutely affect your mindset. So I think that's just, one of those kind of it's a straightforward thing, thinking of what are you consuming? Social media, food, beverages, is it, too much alcohol kind of a thing? Is it negative social environment, people that maybe think are your friends, but really they aren't acting like good friends? I think it's extremely important to take a step back or just ask the hard questions of is this really, the environment that I should be in? Is this really the type of things that I should be consuming on a consistent basis? And then if that doesn't feel right, then really switch a lot of that stuff up.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're feeling because the question was what about how do you kind of keep going forward when you feel like you haven't had any wins?
Yeah, how do you overcome self-doubt? How do you build confidence when you're not having those validations, right? Those wins.
Yeah, that taking a look at the small wins, because there's always wins. There's
wins.
Literally always wins. Even if it's just you have this idea for this business, whatever the thing is that you're going after, I feel like if you've had that idea and you still believe in it, that's a freaking win right there.
Yeah.
And it could be a hard day. It could be oh, is this even going anywhere? Am I doing enough? You have to just kind of push those thoughts aside and just hold on to the fact that this will work out if I just keep believing in this business and if I keep believing in myself. It's just a matter of time. I truly do believe that. I think it's just about you got to just hold on to the good mindset. It's not always going to be there effortlessly every day, but if you can find those little things your day, okay, what's working for me? What's working against me? What can I continue implementing more of that is a positive in my life, like working out and healthy mindset, healthy living, friends that really lift you up rather than question what you're doing or maybe tear you down. And that happens, I think, more than we even realize sometimes. That's something that I thankfully got out of, because now I feel like I have friends who totally lift me up, and that's a game changer right there.
Such a game changer. Who you have in your corner. And I know for a fact this person has community. Now, I'm not saying that you can have someone standing over your shoulder being do, but you have community, and there's a reason you invest in communities. So I want to go into a little bit of a tough coaching mode for a second. Sorry, did I cut off your thought?
No, not at all. Oh my gosh. I was just making a face because I'm tough coaching.
Oh, no.
God,
I want to go into tough coaching mode if I may.
If
I have permission, even though I don't have. I'm going to say I have your permission because you submitted. Are you doing absolutely everything? Because I think something we love to do, I find myself still always struggling in this, is we love to get so in the weeds that we let it be our excuse almost. I don't have enough time. I'm taking all of these steps, but are you taking the right steps that are productive and move the needle forward? Or are you just taking steps that are going to keep you busy, which feels productive, but is actually getting you nowhere? So again, doing a time audit, understanding where you're spending your time, right? Every hour, just write down what did I do in this hour? And slowly you'll start to understand if you're filling your time with junk or you're filling your time with things that are moving you forward. Are you taking the right actions that are aligned, or are you taking the actions that are actually a distraction? Because it's also really easy to do those things when you have a business, because you have to do everything. Yeah. You have to wear all the hats. So it's really easy to get bogged down and be doing the things that don't actually matter versus the things that we want to do. And whatever that work is that you're avoiding, that's probably the stuff that you need to actually be doing. So I would think about that too. What am I avoiding truly? Be honest with yourself. What are you avoiding? Because that's probably exactly what you need to do.
I needed to hear that.
Right?
Yeah.
Because we all love to, I'm speaking to myself directly, and I have been coached on this too. I have been asked that question, like, are you just being productive? Are you being busy to be productive, or are you being busy to like say you're busy? And I was like, damn.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm probably just doing random stuff that honestly doesn't matter. Meanwhile, the action takers who are doing just the right things doesn't mean they're doing more than you. It's literally like the work smarter, not harder.
I was just going to say that.
So I want you to like inventory your mind. I want you to inventory where your time is spent, what actions are spent. Are you utilizing all of your resources, the communities that you're in? Are you like literally just telling people like, this is what I need help with? Like, this is what I'm genuinely struggling with? Because there are people who will take the time to make sure you're supported in that way, right? And I know it might feel really hard. You're like, I'm taking, right? I'm asking all the questions, but I don't have anything to give yet. You'll have your time. Everyone has their time to give and everyone has their time to take. It's okay if you're in your taking sphere. So take up space. Like, take up space. It's okay. I have one more like tough coaching thing, but this has been something that's actually really been in my head recently with juggling, you know, running 2 businesses now, starting this venture, learning all of Jesus Christ, this tech and audio and all the things, right? But someone once said to me, if I was to hang out with you for 1 week, if we were to spend an entire week together and I just observed and I just shadowed, would I see that you're actually working towards the goals and the things that you say you are? Because you say you have these goals, you're telling me what you're doing and what you're striving for. But if I was to just watch you for a week, would your actions reflect that you're actually working towards those goals?
Wow.
And I remember being like, no. Because I say I want to build this business, or like I say I want to do these things, but what am I doing instead? I'm like watching Netflix because I'm like overwhelmed. I'm, you know, filling my time with my social calendar because it feels good and I love my friends and I love quality time. But that's not moving me to the goals that I'm setting. So there's a clear misalignment. So I want to ask you that. If I was to sit with you for an entire week and follow you around, are your actions reflecting the goals that you're setting and the things that you're saying that you're going to do? I hope so. But if they're not, that's okay. We can work with that. We can tweak that. But we have to acknowledge it first.
Wow.
It's harsh truths, but we all have to hear it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so true.
I'm passing it on to you, but like this has been passed on to me. So it's not like I'm sitting here preaching. Like, I'm a receiver, so now I'm giving, right, to someone else who maybe needs to hear that message. Because truly, when I want to go to bed, I'm like, I need to edit an episode. I'm like, are my goals reflecting my actions? You know what I mean? It's like things like that right now.
Yeah. That's such a great... that's incredible to even have been asked that question, because then it puts you in that mindset anyway. Because a lot of the time, I know for myself, I think a lot. I'm a thinker. I think things through and I analyze things to death. And it's just, but it's sometimes I think thinking sometimes makes me feel like I'm doing. Because it's just, the gears are turning so much. I'm like, oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, I definitely got that. And it's almost as if I already did it. But then I have to remind myself, no, you didn't, though. You straight up didn't do anything.
Thought about it.
Thought a lot about it, but you've been sitting down doing nothing this whole day. So maybe, I don't know, do something.
But sometimes you need to think, you need to plant the seeds. Like, those days are important.
True.
But if those are the days you're having and there's no action reflecting it, again, these are just misalignment. It's just little misalignment tweaks. Like, I really want you to feel like I'm okay. I'm not winning. I'm just maybe not measuring it correctly. Or again, I'm not spending my time wisely and I need to learn adjustments there, right? It's just like, take the time to sit with yourself for these things, because again, they're all things that we can fix. So Bestie, good news. It's all things we can fix.
Yay!
So elaborate, DM me, let's talk more, whatever. Like, it's all things that we can fix. But sometimes we just need to hear it from a different perspective, from a different lens, from a different person.
Yeah. I mean, I've learned so much personally in this episode, I just want to say.
Well, good. I
I'll be
hope
coming
so.
back.
I hope someone come back, give me 5 stars, like it, subscribe. I don't know, whatever the things I'm supposed to tell you to do. Follow.
Smash that like button.
Repost, I don't know, comment, whatever. Thank you for the support. I hope that this helped somebody. We're going to be doing so many more of these, and I loved having a friend on to do it with, honestly.
This was wonderful.
Because then I do feel like I'm just preaching, but now at least I can talk to you too.
Gosh, I feel like I owe you money or something, because I just got this whole session, therapy session, coaching session, bestie session.
But this is what we do normally. This
That's
is
true.
like normal conversations. They'll go from laughing to crying to therapy mode to coaching mode to best friend mode because that's what we're here to do. We're here to lift each other up. Like you said, to have friends who lift each other up. I want to be your friend who lifts you up.
Yeah.
I want to bring my cool friends along to do it too because we all need each other.
We do.
We need the support. We need the connection.
Community is the most important thing.
It is.
Yeah.
So you're a part of this community now, which means I have a personal responsibility to make sure you're taken care of. So please, write into the Bestie Hotline. This is what the episodes are going to look like. Maybe let me know if you loved having Dallas, because maybe we'll bring her in for more. We'll rotate through the friends. Like, let's do it. This is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be light, but it's also supposed to be real.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to look at your friend and tell them something they maybe don't want to hear, but they need to hear.
I'm all about it. Because, well, I think all of us, especially the people who wrote in, we're looking to grow. I feel like the reason why you even wrote in and you asked these questions is because you want to be better. You want to learn more. You want to like feel like you've gotten to that next stage.
And that's my favorite person.
Yeah, me too.
Anyone who's just trying.
Yeah. So keep on coming back. I'm
Thanks,
sorry,
girl.
I don't know if that's the official like slogan here.
There's literally no official slogan, but you guys call, text. I would love to play these voicemails. I hope you have funny stories. Like, it doesn't have to always just be life advice and things. It can literally be like, let's unpack the tea. Let's hear the funny story. Whatever. Let this be a space for you. You can literally call. It's 310-483-1943. I feel like I'm on a T-Pain video.
Call today.
When he's like, 4-3, yeah. You know what I mean? Or whatever the heck.
I'm
She
just
wanna
thinking,
love it. Again, here I go.
I love that you went to
singing.
T-Pain and I went to like infomercials for like the best love songs of the 80s, like CDs. Okay, wow, I'm too old.
No, but like this is how my brain works. Like if I can tie it back to like a musical lyric, like I'm doing it.
Love that.
So
about
anyways,
you.
when he's like 430, yeah. Consider me T-Pain. Call into the line. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here, Bestie.
Oh my
Welcome
God.
back.
Let's get a refill.
Let's get a refill.
I need a refill.
We gotta go watch Heated Rivalry.
It's very important.
Signing off. Love you. See you next time. We did it.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
I love you so much. That was actually really fun. Hey besties, I want to close out this show by saying thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you loved this episode as much as I did. If you did, please do me a favor. Hit like, subscribe, and share the episode with a friend. That way we can keep growing this movement and reach even more RealHER besties. And for your daily dose of laughs, mindset, and behind-the-scenes chaos, come hang out with me on Instagram at Christina_Fusco. That's Christina with a K _Fusco. All right, my ladies, until next time, keep it real, keep it fun, and keep becoming her. XOXO, your biggest hype woman.